older generation, y'all just a bunch of hypocrites and narcissistic people. I'm not gonna lie. Because everything y'all judging us for, y'all did. Blame on the parents, but to put the full blame on the parents. Because it gets to a point. When you have kids, and just when you get a certain age, your mindset shouldn't be it was ever from when you was a child. It's supposed to be leading and guiding us. So if we going like this, check yourself. Look in the mirror. Instead of putting the blame on us. Because when you point your finger at one person, 3 is being pointed right back at you. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shanti, the one and only. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, screen record your favorite part of this video, post it on your social media, tag me in it so I can repost it. And if you've been tuning into my channel, welcome back. Now I know y'all probably thinking, why is this girl in the road? Man, look, what y'all see is what y'all get. This is real life. I'm not putting on no act, no persona. This is me. Okay, now I'm not gonna, just come up on here and look in any type of way. But I have on a robe at my home. I'm comfortable, chilling. You feel me? Just got off work. I'm out to just got the shower. Your girl is okay. On today's episode 11, we will be talking about apologizing to your kids. Now, this episode is strictly for the parents. So if you have kids, step kids, foster kids, it don't matter. Them your kids, okay? If you call them your kids, you take care of them. I just want to say guardian angel. Oh my God. If you're their guardian parent, then them your kids. This video is strictly for the parents, but of course, kids can watch as well because I know y'all gonna be like, real, clock it. Like, I'm already knowing because, yeah. But let's get into this episode. So, y'all already know I be having to do like a little rough draft because your girl be all over the place. Your girl be all over the place when she don't. And I like my videos to make sense. And I would like for y'all to follow along with me and not just have me stuttering and be like, no. This generation is way different than it was from when my parents grew up because, times was different. And it's the way that their parents raised them, which is our grandparents. So the way our grandparents raised them is the way our parents raised us because that's all they knew. They just doing what they was taught and what they felt was right for their kids. So like what's normal to my parents isn't normal to us kids. Well, I'm grown, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. What was normal to their generation isn't normal in this generation. For instance, not apologizing to your kids. Like, how can that not be? See, I wasn't born in that generation, so that would just be something I would never understand, and I don't want to understand it, but it's just like, not apologizing to your kids is like a crime. That's like mental abuse. Let's really talk about it. And I know the older generation probably like, girl, you just over-exaggerated. You just talking. That's what y'all always say. But look, we grew up different and we finna break the generational curses, okay? So like I said, as I was saying, not apologizing to your kids when you knew you was wrong, not apologizing to your kids when you hurt their feelings is mental abuse. Let's talk about it. Back then, when our parents was growing up, their parents will be telling them, I'm the parent, you're the kid. Now, I know y'all heard that before because our parents tell us that. But no. That's not going to slide. That's not going to work because you're saying just because you're older than me and you have some type of authority over me that you just get to say and do whatever because I'm your kid and I'm just powerless and helpless. That's exactly what you're saying, and that's absolutely wrong because y'all are human just as much as we are. Y'all have feelings just like how we have feelings. So y'all say and do things that be totally wrong sometimes overstepping y'all boundaries, and y'all be hurting our feelings. And half the time y'all be knowing that, but y'all pride and ego be so big that y'all still won't come to y'all kids, sit down with them, have a mature conversation, and not let it turn into an argument because you feel attacked that you was in the wrong. It's okay to be in the wrong. We all gonna make mistakes. Us kids make mistakes just like how we make mistakes. Y'all make mistakes as well. But y'all think just because y'all are parents that don't apply to y'all. And that's not right, that's not true, that's not factual. Well, I'm a parent, you're the kid, bullshit. That's mental abuse. And verbal abuse. And emotionally abuse. Y'all wonder why y'all kids don't come to y'all and talk to y'all. And why y'all don't be knowing nothing they be going on in their life. Because you're just a parent, we the kids. And those be the most sneakiest kids too, because they gotta walk on eggshells and talk on edge with y'all, because no matter what happens, we the kids and y'all the parents. Y'all not realizing when y'all dismiss y'all kids' feelings, no matter how small it was or major it was, y'all make them feel very unheard, unseen. Y'all not validating their feelings and the problem that they coming to you about, all because you feel like you wasn't wrong. But it's not about you, it's about your child and how your child feels. Y'all always say, oh, y'all could come to me, we y'all parents, we here to this and that and third, but when shit hit the fan, y'all never wrong. Y'all don't ever see the wrong in what y'all do and what y'all say. Because y'all the parents. And y'all know everything. And y'all don't ever do anything wrong in y'all book. I'm not going to say you can't blame them. Because once you have kids, you should want to raise your kids better than how you was raised. But I was insinuating that's how they was raised. By our grandparents. But come on now, it's a new generation. We not, you feel me? We breaking generational curses. We not going for what y'all was going for, no shade. Okay? Like, just saying. So, because as y'all being parents, what y'all says goes, right, all the time. Not knowing that leads to suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety. Like I said, that's mental abuse. So that leaves your child left with issues and turmoil right here. Because they're a safe place. Their parents who they look up to, who they admire, who they feel the safest with, well, supposed to feel the safest with, can't even hear them when they have a concern, an issue, or whatever the case may be. So imagine when they do have a bigger issue. Now they got to lie to you and be sneaky about it. Because y'all can't even sit there and take accountability when y'all wrong. Especially since back then, they didn't have the outlets and sources like the internet and stuff like we do now. I'm not making any excuses for them. That's just what it is. That's just factuals. That's why our parents and our grandparents and aunties and uncles and older cousins and stuff like that don't take mental health as serious, because they parents didn't. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't real. It wasn't being taken serious as it should have been. Because I promise y'all, I bet y'all parents and they parents and they parents had some type of source of mental health. If they had better guidance when it came to mental health like we do now, I promise y'all, the raising would have been way different. I'll take it how y'all want to take it. But I'm just telling y'all why mental health wasn't being as taken seriously as it is now back then. So the message to all the parents out there, y'all are not always right. Y'all be wrong sometimes, and y'all do hurt our feelings. Have y'all heard the saying that parents are y'all number one bullies? Because it starts at home. You feel me? Let's talk about it. Let's dig deeper. If your child struggles with communication, who is to blame for? If your child have trust issues, who is that to blame for? If your child has infidelity problems, who is to blame for? Who do they see doing it? They only doing what they was taught and what they seen and what they know. If your child steals and bullies other people, who is that to blame for? Something in that household is going on. Take accountability. You the parents. Y'all are the parents. Y'all blame the world and everybody else for your kids' action, but can't even sit there and have a conversation with y'all kids to see what's really going on with them. We not always right. Y'all aren't either. And y'all also do not know what y'all be talking about either. All the time. Most of the time, yes. But all the time, no. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes y'all can learn a lot from y'all kids too. Because we the kids and y'all the parents. Most parents be too stubborn to even realize when their kids is even right. They be knowing y'all right. They be knowing y'all eating them up. Yeah, I said it. But of course, their ego and pride is bigger than them. That they will never say, oh, I apologize. Oh, you right. Oh, I see how you feel. I see where you coming from. I understand. Because it's all about them. That's exactly what it is. Half of our parents was babies raising babies. And their siblings at the time. So again, not to put the full blame on the parents, but to put the full blame on the parents. Because it gets to a point. When you have kids, and just when you get a certain age, your mindset shouldn't be still where it was at from when you was a child. So regardless of what y'all went through as kids, don't project that on y'all kids. Because y'all not even realizing y'all are hurting y'all kids. Apologize to y'all kids, man. Just like how we only have one mother and one father. Love y'all kids just the same, just as much. So hear them out. Listen to them. And don't wait until it's too late. You won't be the one beating yourself up about it, wishing that, you know, things was different. But nah, y'all be too stuck in y'all ways. We're breaking generational curses today, right now. It has to be stopped. Oh, and if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all go tune into my first episode when I was also talking about generational curses. It's going to be right here on the screen. Make sure y'all go ahead and tune into that. Like, comment, subscribe, share, comment, because I was getting more in depth about generational curses, okay? When I have kids, I'm going to make sure I hear them out. I'm going to try my best to understand them. I'm going to create a safe place for them so that they can feel comfortable to come to me about whatever issue that they're having with me or within their personal life. I don't want my kids to feel like that they can't come to me, that they have to hold everything in, that they have to figure everything out on their own. They can't trust me, because I'm going to build that trust foundation to where they can come to me about whatever, about whoever. Because why? Mama here. And if ain't nobody got you, I got you. Because that's how my mama was. So I'm going to be that 10 times for my kids. I'm going to make sure my kids is heard, seen, appreciated, and validated. Not the opposite or worse. And the sad thing about it, G, it shouldn't have to take for your child to crash out for you to finally see them. For you to finally hear where they coming from. For you to finally understand, like, wow, my child was going through this. It shouldn't have to take for your child to go to jail, cry real tears, be dead, because if you just sat your child down and asked questions, spent quality time with them, and see what was going on up here, you won't be in that position or that predicament. If you was to take accountability with your child, you wouldn't be in that position or predicament. If you apologize to your child, you will not be in that position or predicament. All y'all parents have to do that it just seems so hard for y'all to do nowadays, just apologize, man. Just apologize. Apologize. Hear your kids out. Even if you don't like what they saying, at least the best y'all can do, the least y'all can do, is understand where they coming from. If you don't have the intellectual level to understand your child, you shouldn't even be a parent. The most y'all can do is understand your child, even if you don't agree with them. Understand where they're coming from. Understand where this hurt coming from. Because I promise y'all, that hurt is going to turn into pain. And y'all don't want to see y'all child in pain. That hurt is going to turn into anger. Because then now y'all looking oblivious. Like what this all came from. This came out of nowhere. I had no idea. Of course you didn't. Because you're not paying attention and being attentive to your child. Catch them before they explode. Don't be so quick to dismiss your child. All because you feel like you're not wrong. This generation, they trust a liquor bottle more than they trust their parents. A blunt. They will roll up a blunt before they go to their parents and say, yeah, Mom, this bothered me. Yeah, Pops, this bothering me. They rather go pop pills than they come to their parents. They rather go to the niggas that be on the street that don't care about them than to go to their parents. They rather sleep 40 days, 40 nights than to go to their parents. They rather drown in their thoughts and pretend to put on a mask than to go to their parents. Do y'all know how sick and sad that sounds and how it is? And because in all actuality, that's just what it is in this generation. They will do anything before they go to their parents. Just be that safe place for them. Simple. Y'all be so quick to judge y'all kids for what they doing because they have no choice but to do it. Not saying that's right, but y'all was no better. Y'all was kids. Let's talk about it. Y'all claim our generation is so bad, but y'all was wild and y'all was really ODing. Because y'all claim our music is just so nasty and disgusting. And if y'all was our age, y'all mama would have did all this and that and the third. Who's our parents? Who we get it from? Not even that. Our generation ain't fucking with y'all generation. No way. From the music to the drugs. Y'all was doing crack, pump spoons to y'all wrists. But y'all making such a big deal that these kids out here smoking weed. Everybody smoke weed. I'm not saying this right. Make it seem like we snorting because we smoke weed, gang. When y'all was doing powder, y'all get mad at us. But y'all was 10 times worse than us. And that's vouched. That is vouched. So, no shade. The older generation, y'all just a bunch of hypocrites and narcissistic people. I'm not gonna lie. Because everything y'all judging us for, y'all did. Y'all judge us for our reaction of how we express ourselves, but y'all don't allow us to have that safe place to express ourselves in a healthier manner. Y'all get mad that we have attitudes and we talk crazy to y'all, but where do it start? Y'all supposed to be leading and guiding us. So if we going like this, check yourself. Look in the mirror. Instead of putting the blame on us. Because when you point your finger at one person, 3 is being pointed right back at you. So if your kids out here going to jail, selling drugs, sleeping with any and everybody they come across to feel to fill that void, that's why they're doing that. To fill some type of void. They're not getting that at home. Talk to your kids. Apologize to y'all kids, man. It's not hard. Because when your kids leave this earth, I promise you're going to be sick. And you're going to wish you was a better parent. It don't matter how good of a parent that you might think you is. If y'all don't take accountability and be that safe place for y'all kids, when it's already hard for them to even communicate as is and you shut them out or even trying to understand them, I promise you will never get that again. You will never get that again. So don't get the questioning, oh, why he or she moving this way or acting like this towards me. Say, why they being mean to me? Mean? Why we're being mean to you? But when you did what you did, it wasn't mean. It was you being a parent and us being kids. Okay. You're so smart. But this will be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoy it. Mwah. No bonus.